They'll begin by running the option.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw here.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson.
He'll drop this down to Williams, and he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. They're going to look to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Carlson able to put this one through.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Wilson.
Finding Williams once more, complete. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
On third down, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To throw again is Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Wilson. And the Raiders have got him.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. We'll call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay.
The big fella! The 40! He's at the 30!
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but
you don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Finding Williams on the check down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patrick. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Well, it was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggest.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, Wilson. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a...
Pick your man up, nigga.
Feelings, try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level, maintain